All right, guys, round two. I figured wearing the eye patch would be more distracting than just kind of like wincing and keeping my eyes closed. I wasn't feeling so hot, and honestly, I just kind of wanted to continue to lay in my room like I have for the past 2.5.
Wait, has he been in Los Angeles for like a week? He posted this. So this was 11 days ago, so at least 11 days. And when was that first? When was this posted? May 9th. So he's been there for a full 2 weeks while claiming he's broke and has no money. So a guy who's broke, has no money, has traveled to LA, gotten a very expensive surgery that probably cost at least like 7-8 grand at least. How much is that sort of surgery? Orbital reconstruction surgery cost. Ranges from $25,000 to $49,000. So Frank spent somewhere around $25,000 to $50,000 on this latest surgery. And on top of that, he said he was paying $2,000 a night for some special hotel thing where he has nurses looking after him after his eye surgery. And he's going out and spending $250 on a fucking meal, and he's saying he's broke.
Weeks, but I figured this would be like a good measure how I'm going to feel if I want to get in a cab and go on an airplane tomorrow. So if I can't even do this, then I guess we're going to have to stay a few more days anyway. I didn't really have time to look at like other restaurants or other menus, and last time we came here the food was actually really good and they had a lot of things that I can have on my diet, so hopefully they still have some of those things on the menu. A lot of time like that stuff is seasonal, but we'll see. Yeah, Pellegrino has like the market share on most of these restaurants. I think the first thing I do if I had a place in the city is not use Pellegrino, but it's kind of hard because most of these water distribution companies do pretty high volume, and if you're a restaurant, you're only going through like 5 or 10 cases a week, and you don't have anywhere to store it either. You know, you have to like luck out and have a water distribution company nearby that can deliver stuff. I think the storage is the main issue. Like, where are you going to put a pallet of water in a New York restaurant? Yeah, the iPad should probably make it a lot easier for me though, because if I'm like keeping my eyes closed, I'm not really in one plane of vision, because like if I accidentally open my left eye a little bit, it gets really wonky. So maybe when I go to the airport, I should wear the eye patch, but it's probably not that big of a deal. Yeah, this is what I had last time, the bread selection, because I like that they had the hummus, but I'm gonna see if they could just do it with like only the baguette. The rye was actually pretty good too.
$26 for a piece of bread. And this guy's claiming he's broke.
But I didn't like the rosemary sumac. It was like some kind of crispy cracker thing.
What the fuck? I can understand $130 for the caviar just because it's very expensive, but asparagus soup, $34. Like, are you kidding me? Japanese red snapper sashimi, $43. That sounds insane. Tempura squash, so literally just deep fried pumpkin, $43. Bro, like, this is a joke. Even if I had money, like good money, if I was a millionaire and I saw this menu, I'd be like, get fucked. Like, as if I'm going to pay $26 for a piece of bread.
Not having caviar.
Oh yeah, dude, he's a Nepo baby for sure.
Snappers out. Squash blossoms. Well, a lot of this stuff like is really green, which isn't good for the liver, but white asparagus is good. White asparagus is just gross. So cherries and pouilles were out of Iberian ham. So what is that? So we're probably here just have the bread and see if they can change it for me. I don't know if I don't like it. I don't remember them using einkorn for the baguette last time. That type of wheat doesn't really digest too well. This pasta's out. Pasta's made with durum wheat. That really messes up my stomach. Don't want salmon. Don't really want fish, chicken. Duck breast is usually good, but I don't like the sides on that. Lamb with zucchini. That's not lamb with zucchini and couscous. Out of everything so far, that seems like the best option. I like artichokes, but I don't know what that preparation is. Chorizo, not a fan of though. We might have to just go with the New York strip. That looks good right now. I definitely can't eat that much steak. The bigger one though. Austrian Wiener Schnitzel. Wiener Schnitzel is like the fried chop, right? Alright, so what do you... So I'm really excited because that's like I know my stomach's gonna be perfectly fine with that. Same with the entree too. We got the steak, but I didn't want the asparagus on the side, so he just did more potatoes. Leave the skin on those, which means... So they did have like Coke, Sprite, ginger ale, Diet Coke in the bottle. And you know how Coke is dark black, it's colored. And ginger ale had a little ginger in it too, ginger's color, but I think Coke is probably like pretty hard on the liver with the black stuff they put in it. I forgot what it was one time I looked it up. But Sprite and ginger ale are definitely the safest soda.
He has an eating disorder. He thinks anything that has color in it is bad for your liver. But he's also an alcoholic. Like, it's so weird. He'll drink alcohol, and he's an alcoholic, clearly. But then he thinks Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, is going to damage your liver, but he's fine with drinking alcohol.
Sodas in comparison to Coke. And that's generally a pretty good indicator of whether you should of what you should be choosing is the color of the food, because you can ask yourself, what compound is giving the food that color, and is that bad for the liver? Is my liver gonna have to process that? So, I mean, Sprite is clear 7-Up. Like, I don't know if I can really read the ingredients here with my vision, but high fructose corn syrup, citric acid, natural flavors, sodium benzoate, sodium citrate. So, yeah, a few chemicals, a few preservatives, and it is mostly fructose. So, you know what? I might have been better off with the question is, what's worse, high fructose corn syrup? Well, wait, no, the Coke, the question is, does the Coke have sugar, or does the Coke have corn syrup in it? That's the question. So...
Corn syrup is sugar. Like, he's such a fucking dumbass.
If the Coke has sugar in it, I don't really know. I don't think high fructose corn syrup is necessarily that much worse compared to eating organic sugar. Like, if you drink a cup of fructose corn syrup versus a cup of organic sugar, I mean, the sugar's not organic. We're comparing high fructose corn syrup to regular white sugar. So, pick your poison, I guess. Because I guess I could check if they have Mexican Coke instead, but it's not that big of a deal. If you're that worried about it, just drink the water instead of having soda. The only reason I'm having soda is because I did bring my probiotic and my macronutrient enzyme with me, and I just want to make sure I have enough starch and sugar in my stomach to feed the probiotic, because if you don't and the bacteria starts dying, you can kind of feel crappy. Most of the restaurant vlogs we used to do, you guys would see me drink something, like I'll choose the best beer on the menu, or like go on Google, look up the beer, see how they're made. I'll look at the wine list, see which wines are the natural wines. But with how my liver's been, especially and the headaches I've been getting out here, I'm going to play it safe. And it is debatable. I mean, I guess it's not debatable. Like, having a sugary soda that causes a candida overgrowth can also give you a headache, but it's still not as stressful as having alcohol. But I just can't control myself. Like, I'm sure I'd be fine if I had like 1 or 2 beers or 1 or 2 glasses of wine, but I usually like getting sloshed, so I'll have like 3 or 4 and then I'll be gone. But then I almost always get headaches. It depends. Like, if I was home and I could if I knew I was going to like low EMF environment where it's grounded and I have fresh air, I'd probably be fine. But there's too many other factors.
This dude is a legit fucktard.
So we got our butter, the cauliflower hummus. This definitely did not have the oil last time. I don't remember this having oil in it like that. Maybe they changed it, or maybe they didn't mix it in. Or maybe it did, I just don't remember. Maybe I drained it all. It's not a bad idea. Question is, did they make this with olive oil like that, or did they just let it on top? Alright, so this is the... sourdough baguette, and then we have the rye. And normally I don't like rye, but this is actually really good. Yeah, I ordered 2 portions of bread. I thought the first one they brought me was both portions combined, but it wasn't. So I was like, oh, that's double bread. That's double bread. No, there's a whole nother set, which is way too much food. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna.
He pours out the olive oil, but he's fine with eating like bacon grease.
I don't think I'm gonna use all this, but let me try to consolidate a little bit. So we'll take the bread out of this, put it in that one.
Is this meant for like 2 people to share? Like $26. And then they give you this amount of bread. What the fuck is this restaurant?
Try not to drop anything. Bro, this is way too much food. Alright, so maybe I should skip breakfast. I was pretty hungry coming here, but there's no way I can eat this much bread. The question is, which is going to be easier on my stomach, the multigrain rye or the einkorn sourdough? It depends on what other flour is in this. If this was like 100% rye, then maybe it's not as bad. And then the other question is, well, it's not really bad. Well, I guess it is. Because if this cauliflower hummus was made with olive oil in it, then it's probably like equal to the butter in regards to liver stress. But yeah, I think it was. If it was just cauliflower pureed, then it's a better choice than the butter. But depending on what the fat is, I don't know. So let's just try the bread on its own first. You know, they have an excellent baker here. If I had this rye recipe, I'd probably sell it on $3 extra. Yeah, I mean,
riveting content. Orders bread from a restaurant and eats it and says it's good.
it's definitely more down my alley. Even though it has ingredients in it that I don't like, it still tastes like good enough that I would eat it. But you guys ask for the restaurant vlogs. The views usually pay for the meal at least. And
he does not get anywhere near enough views on his YouTube channel to pay for a night out at a restaurant. What, his videos usually get 2, 3, 4K views. You're making about $20, $30 on a video like that. You're not making any money.
I'm like pretty enough upset I've been over the past few months. I thought maybe this would cheer me up a little bit. So it's better than just staying kind of talking about it all day. And in the context of like the chargebacks, how much I spent on the surgery, like who gives a fuck about getting a bunch of place. Yeah, I should have just ordered 2 baguettes because I'm actually barely gonna finish this. We didn't really touch the rye or the cauliflower puree. Fucking frog roll, bro. I don't know. I have a feeling we're gonna have to get some business surgery, but we'll see how it is in a few weeks. This waiter should have been like, oh yeah, that's a lot of bread for one person. Because I'm guessing the bread basket is supposed to serve at least 2 or 3 people. And it'll be like 2 of them. Get my stomach out. It looks fucking good though. It looks perfect for like a minimally inflammatory dinner. Now, is this fucking worth $90? No. It should be like.
Spent $90 on this. I'm broke. Let's go spend like $50,000 on surgery and take a vacation to LA. Stay in a hotel that costs $2,000 a night, and then get a fucking $90, not even a steak. It's like 3 slices of meat.
So much steak to that price.
It's fucking disgusting.
Oh, the question is, am I going to peel each of these potatoes and eat them now? They did have a tasting menu. Alright boys, we need more than 52 grams of sugar, so let's see what's for dessert. Vacherin, grapefruit with sorbet. That might actually not be that bad. Candy chocolate, we'll be waiting for a week. Paris berries, strawberries. I don't know. We ordered, I think that's like passion fruit. It was actually some kind of white cake. Cardinal sheet, I don't fucking know. One thing I forgot to mention was I did bring some supplements with me. I just put I had like a handful of pills in my pocket. It was, we took the zinc complex, we took molybdenum. It's really big, but I don't think I'm gonna eat the strawberry part, so. Alright boys.
11:30 to 11:30. What's it?
I haven't been as thirsty, so I'm inclined to believe.
Stay the fuck away from me now!
I'm inclined to believe that my
What the fuck was that?
I haven't been as thirsty, so I'm inclined to believe.
Stay the fuck away from me now!
I'm inclined to believe that my I don't know what the fuck that was. I wasn't paying attention. I'm guessing there was like a homeless dude in that fucking crevice, and so I moved my phone out. That's my guess, but I am not going back. I mean, this is like really nice area of Beverly Hills. But homeless guy yelling at you, not out of the possibility. Yeah, my death perception isn't that good, so I was looking at my phone, so I didn't even see over there, but that's my guess. Crazy homeless dude thought I might be recording or something. What? No, I'm just trying to get the Whole Foods before they close. So thank you guys for joining me for the restaurant vlog. I guess this one probably wasn't as entertaining as the other ones, because we already went here and basically got the same thing, but like for the amount of food I ate, like I feel like I got kind of price gouged. But it's whatever. That was kind of criminal, like $9 for that steak entree. We basically paid like $230 for like a baguette with some butter and then a few bites of steak. And the cake, which wasn't bad, but it's unfortunate now what you have to pay for like decent quality food. It's absolutely fucking crazy and criminal. Like you gotta pay like $150, $200 per fucking head to just get decent quality food now. That isn't like, and those aren't even the highest quality organic ingredients. Like just like decent quality fresh food that is prepared good. Like you order anything on the menu, like they know how to cook it, but and that's been my experience. Like I haven't gone to anywhere that's been more like somewhat affordable and good. Like it just hasn't happened. Sometimes you get lucky with the French restaurants, and it's not too expensive and the food's decent because they use butter and bread and basic stuff. But that's it, guys. So we're at Whole Foods and they're about to close. So I'm just gonna go inside and grab a few things, catch an Uber home. See Whole Foods. Actually, customer parking or whatever you guys want to really help.
Well, that's Frank's life.
Welcome back.